All right, welcome back to part 2 after lunch on Sunday, August 5th, 2018 for Dolphin and DNA recalibration. And I'm going to share the screen so we can see just one more thing that will help you prepare for having a session with me, which everyone's entitled to, with Module 2. I did a long time ago, but I figured it would be appropriate to look at it again. So this is what the email says, and if you need me to send it again, all you have to do is say, send it again to me, email me. 1/2 hour, we'll be pretending I am your client, and you will be giving me a whale healing and clearing session. You will confirm our appointment by phone or email 1 to 2 days before our scheduled session, just like you would with a client. You will email me PowerPoint number 1 15 minutes before our actual session begins. Or if you're doing it on Zoom, you have your own Zoom room, then you would be providing that PowerPoint for me in Zoom, just like I do during class. I don't do that with my personal sessions, by the way, but I was just talking to Reed, and she says she's going to, so that's perfect. You will call me and then open the sacred space. You will give me the first part of a whale healing and clearing session, and you can use the cheat sheet, which was attached in the email that I gave you way back when, okay? It's okay if you use the cheat sheet, I'm okay with that. You will begin to play the healing meditation message of your choice after the PowerPoint and pretend that I'm laying down. At that point, we'll stop. As soon as I hear what meditation you're going to start with to save time. Okay? Then we'll move into the second half hour of our session, and we'll pretend that I'm a more advanced client of yours, and you'll be giving me a Dolphin DNA calibration, and we can just make it up. You know, you can pretend I've been coming for a while. And you can choose whatever layer. You can muscle test for me, except layer 2. Because of time, so I can see, you know, how you're going to do it. And you can either use the DNA PowerPoint that we're going to be using today, and I'll show you, or you can just do it from the manual. Okay. What you will need is a computer with PowerPoint or Zoom with PowerPoint, which Zoom accesses it by you sharing the screen on your computer. Whale and dolphin sounds of your choice, speakerphone, digital recorder. I'll show you a picture of mine in a minute. Some people are going to use their cell phones, I guess, because they have a landline, so that's fine too. Make sure you sign up with the company that allows you to transfer big files, because you're going to need that. You will download our session when complete. You will attach it in an email and send it to me to keep a copy for yourself. I use Hightail.com. I know a lot of people that do. I think you can get, you know, some time free, maybe a month or 2 weeks or something with Hightail, but that doesn't have to be the one. There's many companies out there to research, and one of my suggestions was that a bunch of you share one. You know, maybe you're going to pay for a year, and a bunch of you chip in $20 or something, and I'll share it, because you're not all going to be using it at the same time. You know, I personally use it every day, except for a day when I'm not doing a session, because I send the sessions of the day, which is 3 or 4 people that I usually do a day. Sometimes I'll just do 2 people because I have other things to do. And so it's one of my daily things. I download and then I start sending. And you have to be attentive to it, because once it's complete, you have to switch back over and then download the next one. And I'm happy to teach you all of that. So that'll be one of the things you'll learn. It's not hard, but you're going to have, you know, your recorder to practice. Okay. So if you need help with that, even with the session you give to me, I will help you, but you have to be prepared. Don't come on the session and say, oh, I don't have Hightail yet, or, you got to be ready. Okay. Here's some notes on my choice for a digital handheld recorder. I prefer a digital recorder with the rechargeable battery. I prefer one that has a device that plugs right into my computer to download directly into the archives, and that also charges while plugged into my computer. I would avoid one that has the regular batteries, because they have to be changed all the time. They die, stop in the middle of a session. Your client's going to be pissed off when the battery runs out. It's happened to me. Don't do it. Rechargeable batteries last a lot longer, and every time you plug your digital recorder into your computer, it's charging. So if you're doing that every day or every few days, it's always charged. And I keep it in my desk drawer. It's 2 seconds away to grab it. Every time you decide to download your computer, you can leave it plugged in to make sure it's always charged. Okay. Suggestions are shop at the Geek Squad, Best Buy, or on Amazon for a product that works for you. Mine cost me $50 10 years ago. They may be less now. It still works perfectly. The quality is phenomenal. All you need to use it to record almost everything. Even some of the original scenes in our first movie were done on this recorder. So Happy Shopping, I sent you a picture of mine. So for those that do not have an appointment, as soon as you're ready, I'd like to do it after Bimini now, if you don't already have an appointment with me. A lot of you do. I'd like to try to do it before we have graduation on the 26th, but if it doesn't work out, we'll do it after. Sooner better, but like to get you guys ready to have your sessions. And everybody gets one that wants one. I kind of said let the interns go first, but I think it's going to be no problem if you're ready. So what you want to do is email me with a couple of times that you're free, and I'll be back on the 20th. So, and I can tell you I'm already booked on the 21st and 22nd with an out-of-town group. So I say after the 23rd maybe, and then we'll find a time. And I'll give you really good feedback, and I'll be an encouraging client. I won't be rough on you. So, okay, so let me show you. Picture. Okay. It has this thing that it pops out the back, where it just goes right into my computer, and I can download it. And I'll, happy to anybody that has trouble with that, I'll show you people at a different time when we have our little tech class. Okay. And I know a lot of you have iPhones that record, and then you can plug your iPhone into your computer and download it and keep a file. I'm just going to quickly show you what I do on my computer. I have this file, and I created this. It's called audio file. See it? And I open it up. This is all the stuff I record. So I'm just going to make it easy for you. I'm going to go to 2018 sessions. Those are folders of people that work with me regularly. And here are one-time clients from this year. Whoop. Yeah, what happened? Okay, so and every so often I have to take all these off and put them on a hard drive because it takes up all the space on my computer. So, each one of those files would have 10 sessions in it? Well, if someone has more than one session, I make a folder. Let's look at like Cindy. There's Cindy. There's a whole bunch of files because Cindy and I work together regularly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so you'll eventually want to get a hard drive, something to back your computer up. It's a good idea anyway to have one. Yeah. Because if everything goes astray, you can have it restored. So. And it's so nice we're living in a technology age where all this stuff's a lot more affordable than it used to be. Okay, so this is the Onk that I have. You do not have to have one this big. This one has a mirror. It's just, it's kind of fun. I used to use one that I wore around my neck. And when I did clients, in those days I went to people's homes. I don't do that anymore. They come here or on the phone. And I would just have it around my neck, and I'd take it off and let them hold it and put it on their head like that. It doesn't have to be this big. I just like this one. Be really small, so they can visualize the loop. Okay. Anybody think of anything else?
Well, when it's going, is it going this thing or is it going?
The energy's going up and around.
Okay,
and
but
down.
Is it going out the little arms?
It doesn't go around the arms.
Okay,
no.
just up and around. That's what
Yeah. And it's one of those things I don't actually completely understand, but it's the symbol the whales want, and it works. And I'm good with that. Maybe more. If you ever get more on why this or how this, that's great. Because it is kind of a magical tool, isn't it? See, all these people channeling now, we're going to get more information. We are. We're all going to be better for it. So, okay. Coming back to you guys.
Can we
okay.
ask a question?
Yes, please. That's what I was just saying.
Okay. So when it comes to the session that we're going to do with you, is it possible instead of doing the session one, which is the healing and clearing, to do a real DNA recalibration and then a light body activation so that we could really go, oh.
No, I need to see your whale healing and clearing because that's what you're going to be doing first. Then when we get into internship, I'll offer more support classes, okay? And more opportunities. But I need to see you do that first because that's going to be your meat and potatoes. But thanks for asking. Yeah. I will provide that opportunity. And I see us having an intern class where I get to watch you guys work on each other all the time, like once a month, or share ideas, And by then I won't have any doubts, And it's not that I have doubts now. I want to be able to support you in the stories that go with the pictures, the wisdom that goes with what the whales and dolphins have taught me, that I see you're receiving it so you can pass it on. And I want to see how you speak to your clients, and just the confidence, you know, you need to practice to have confidence to be their voice. Yeah. But that, I mean, I like that Kate's always a step ahead. I like that because she's visioning the future where you will get to do that. Okay. I promise. But first things first. Anybody else? Questions? Anybody? I think Kate likes Lightbody. She's the one too, just so I can pick on her in a good way. She was here when these first came in like when I first started receiving them, and the white whales gave me their cosmic names. And I'd go lay down on my bed, and I, you know, want to test on myself what I was receiving, and have an experience, and the whole roof would lift off, and I would see the crystalline grid, and I was scared I wasn't coming back. And I was like, that was fun. Do you remember me telling you that? Yeah, it was wild. Okay, I think we need to dive in. I'm looking at my notes. Oh yes, I kept promising one more thing. Okay, I think you'll like this. One more thing. Well, I keep saying I'm going to share something, and then I look at my notes later and I didn't. And I think this is kind of important for you, and I'm happy to give this to you. This is a picture of my pool, and this is a picture of, oh, it went away. Why are you doing that? Try to make it bigger. There it is. Of a lady that was Carrie McPherson. Some of you know her. She was staying in my retreat room, and it was the morning of the summer retreat. I think it was 2 years ago. And the second day of the retreat was us giving everybody Lightbody activation, bringing in the golden dolphins. And okay, and so this is a morning before we got out. You know, she just woke up and looked outside, and she's taking a picture of the little neighbor cat. That was the neighbor cat at the time. And this is what she saw. And this is the golden dolphin ship. And they always show me these flat ships, and it's dumping golden light in the pool. That's an actual golden dolphin ship. And you remember the camera sees all kinds of things we don't see with our naked eyes, because the camera has no judgment, you know. So kind of cool. Thought I'd show you that. And this is one day, it was a Saturday morning. I'm sitting outside, and I'm sitting with Puda, and I don't have any clients. It's an actual day off. And I'm watering the plants, and see there's Sam and Puda, and the portal opened. And I did see this with my naked eye. This is my cell phone. I did see this, and I saw the purple discs, violet flame discs. And I took a whole ton of pictures, because this went on for a little while, but that's one of the best ones. Here's another one. It's opening more. See the golden dolphin little bubbles? It's opening. It's very pretty. Make it bigger. You can see it. Sam is, of course, holding the space. Yay, Sam. So then I went and sat down, and I asked if I could I could witness it. And they said yes. And this is what I filmed this. So this is sitting on the other side of the pool, just on the patio chair. And I asked if I could see the dolphins coming into the pool. And they said yes. So this is a minute long. And you have to be patient, because you can't really see them right at the beginning. But what you're looking at is the same location you saw the other pictures being taken, which is the far side of my pool where I water my plants over there. Okay, so get ready. You're going to see them in a minute. Or you're going to see the energy coming in. A minute's a long time when you're waiting, huh? There it comes. Isn't that cool? Whoa. So they showed me how they actually come in, you know, like the actual portal. And if you knew my cats, you would see them over many years of us living here laying right in that spot. And now I know why. They like that spot. Pretty cool, huh? So I thought you'd like to see that. Pretty fun. And then my friends Reiki and Linda, who I'm doing the Convergence of Light with in Colorado. He's an amazing musician, inventor, sacred geometry person. He created the Metatron's wheel. Linda took this picture in my pool. So here we see the dolphin not just, like waves going through the pool, but you can also see the grid, see the crystalline grid being reflected in the pool. But here's the belly of that's a humpback. Look at the belly, the pleats. So it's like the whale's here and the dolphin's swimming out of the whale. And they thought this little being was Puda riding the whale. I don't actually know that, but it's a cute, it kind of looks like her. I don't know. I might have missed that. I thought that's one of the most impressive pictures I've had of my pool of light beings. So, pretty cool. So if you haven't been to my house, it'd be fun if you'd come sometime and check out the pool. Okay, so here's a couple more. This is one of the best light being golden dolphin pictures ever taken, I think. This is the day before I premiered the film, Ascension Guidance, downtown Carlsbad Theater. We got red carpet and everything and had Puda out there with the press. And this is the day before. We're setting up the theater, rehearsal. Bonnie Card Weingarth was my film producer at the time, and her company is Golden Dolphin Media. And of course, Puda's an aspect of the Golden Dolphin. And it's a chorus line of dolphins. And we didn't see this with our naked eye. This was in the picture. Blew us away. I like this part. Ding, 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 that they're all lined up, ready for the movie. That was fun. That was fun. So this is like a goddess being that comes in sometimes. Isn't like got a dress on. But I try to take I have so many pictures I could show you this for an hour, but isn't that a good one? And this one we don't really know what to make of. Everybody seen this? I didn't take this picture, but it's in our neighborhood. And Puda said it's a ship that's full of youngsters from all different parts of the galaxy. And they're an educational ship. So they came to visit us and to watch over us. And so like they're watching us and said, this is what Earth beings are doing. And she said, we got a good review. They all came and wrote an essay about us. Well, because of the school, because all the work we're doing, They came to visit, see the cat that's doing amazing stuff. This is a drop by. Assembly program. Yeah. Anyway, I like it. A guy that you don't know, he's just one of those guys that comes and goes to our classes. He lives here in the area. This is Arcturian energy. This is, when I see this in the sky, I see it in the clouds, I always know it's Arcturian. This was me preparing for the summer retreat 2 years ago, same time the Golden Dolphin ship was photographed. And Puda came out and got me in my office and she said, they're in the house, they're in the house, they're in the house. And the Arcturians were here to teach me the Kura, which is a meditation I teach now about how to open a pinhole to them up in where their ships are, back down into your crown chakra. So a lot of you've done it with me or you've forgotten it. But K-I-R-A or K-U-R-A, something like that. So see, it's all, they have like a honeycomb kind of energy. And they were here for about 45 minutes and Puda was actually doing backflips. She was flipping herself off the counter. She goes, look. And then she was so excited that they came in the house. Hasn't happened since either that I'm aware of. So it's one of those teaching days. Look at that. I don't know exactly what was going on there, but it was kind of pretty. So you too can have light beings in your home. So kind of fun. Okay, a little bit of this. I showed the pool portal. I showed the new white whale picture. The white calf. I made a note to tell you, I said earlier on in another class, Louise Hay's book, I was looking for it. I don't know where it is. It must be by my bed. It's kind of a little handbook that a lot of you have. It says you can heal your life, the little one. The dolphins really like that. And when you're working, particularly with layer 2, it's a good book to have because the dolphins will give you messages about people's bodies, like about their organs or different things about their body. And you can have that as a handbook to look up. Oh, there it is. You can heal your life. DNA. Well, it'll be helpful in all of this work. But just saying, the dolphins and whales like Louise Hay's work. They align with it. So they told me, she's holding it up, to tell people that they should, if they want to go deeper, you can look up in this book, left elbow. You could look up, pancreas. You could look up all these different things. And it's very helpful. So I wanted to tell you that would be a good handbook for you to have. And to start, maybe making it, just have it there. And then, you can even muscle test. Does the dolphins want me to open this book and go to a certain page? And, you know. Louise had working with them from the other side now, so they're all working together. Okay, we did the Orca Wisdom. Yeah, okay. So we're ready. We're ready. We're going to do layer 7 now. And I'm going to give, how many people still need, you know, more? I mean, the interns, how many people?
More.
Okay, so would like to be a giver, in other words, as opposed to receiver? Let me make a note here who wants to give. That will help you complete your assignment, but that's due tomorrow. You've already given 7? Okay. Have you done 8? Okay, so you don't count. Okay. You count. Scarlett. Who else needs layer 7 to give?
I can give 7. Carol?
Okay. Who else needs to give 7? Everybody else has already given it? Okay. So, but you can give it again. Brenda, do you need to give 7?
I think I do. I'm just trying to find my, this is what happens to me every time. I just am completely looking for things.
Okay. Okay. So Barbara, you've given 7? Okay. Jan, you've given 7? Okay. Everybody knows what you've given. Why am I asking you? Okay. Okay. So why don't you give to Reed? Okay. And Carol, I'm going to have you give to Mariah.
Okay.
And Brenda, you give to Barbara.
Okay,
Jan, you give to Kate. And Carolyn, do you need to give? Okay, Carolyn, give to Cindy. No, Ross is here. Okay, give to Ross. Sorry. Carolyn, give to Ross. And Cindy, give to Floyd. And Ann, give to, who's on the phone? 707-747. Can you unmute and tell us who you are? Who's this person on the phone? I'll unmute you. And they just muted themselves again.
Say the number.
707-747-63. Okay, Ann's picture, or Ann's here, and then there's also a phone. Ann, are you there? Can you speak? Is that your phone number?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, is
Can
that
you hear me?
Is that you on the phone?
I'm on the phone 707, but I'm on my computer so I can see the class.
Okay. Okay, got it. So you're one person. Okay, so repeating now. Scarlett gives to Reed, Carol gives to Mariah, Brenda gives to Barbara, Jan gives to Kate, Carolyn gives to Ross, Cindy gives to Floyd, and Ann, you can give to me. Okay? That sound good?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, and we are going to use the PowerPoint. So let's turn to finding the right page. The Lemurian layers. So let's turn to page 70. And the receivers are going to get, let's get the foot tubs ready. Okay, the water, and get your blindfolds. Or the receivers are going to wear blindfold. And then we'll switch out. 5-minute break for foot tubs.
Grab my blindfold. Where are your blindfolds?
Third drawer here. Second drawer, sorry. Yeah, all of them. Yeah, any of them. Yeah, you bet. And get your Endura crystals, get your oils, get your goodies. Go ahead, yeah, move the table out. You can use this chair. We were going to do this in the pool last week during the workshop, but there was construction noise. We ended up doing it with foot tubs, but it'd be cool to do it with them sitting on the edge of the pool, or sitting on a ledge inside the pool, if you ever can, or do it outside where there's I don't know. I'm thinking it would be fun to take somebody out to Sedona, to the creek, and put them in the creek. And, even the water's edge with the ocean, if the tide's not too high, it'd be just using the element of water with this.
In the bay, maybe.
Yeah, in the bay. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Have to be low tide. We didn't knock them over. So Seth is just saying, and in your work, it's really cool to combine working on this layer of DNA with the light body programming number 7 star lineage. You'll see why. I mean, it's good to put those two together. Somebody who's really discovering that part of themselves and going into their own Akashic records, kind of wanting to know about their galactic self, And a lot of you have asked me, are we going to do more galactic work? And we are. I'm putting together something that'll be a 4-week course in October. And it won't just be just that, but it'll be exploration of who you really are and how to live in your heart while knowing that you're awake and others aren't, finding out more about yourself, working with deeper levels of telepathy. So, and Seth's going to teach it. I don't know exactly what we're going to call it, but last year we called it all galactic this, galactic that. This is going to be, I think, how to apply your galactic knowledge to everyday life, something like that, That will be really helpful. It's pretty common now for me to have a session with somebody that's new in my life. And like I'm thinking of this couple that came and stayed with me last week. She already knew she was Syrian. She's just radiating Syrian energy, and she walked in and she knew that. She'd already done some work on her own, It's very cool. You can always go deeper with someone that has a sense of who they are, a sense of who their people are, and, she was very fun. She was very fun. But she'd even gone deeper. She'd gone into her angelic root race, but which was prior to coming to Sirius, So it's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, are we ready? Somebody in the bathroom? All right. Almost ready.
Where does Barbara live?
Barbara lives back east. Rita's asking where you live, Barbara.
In the Boston area.
We were maybe going to do a session tomorrow.
Oh,
Great set.
good.
Wants to do a session tomorrow.
That would be cool.
Super.
Yeah, you still have tomorrow
Great.
before the clock tick-tocks.
TikTok.
Tick-tock. Okay, we're going to start. So remember, my voice is your voice right now, and I'm just join with me in the energy of what I'm saying to the client. And we're welcoming the client now. You can decide if you're welcoming them to the web room or you're welcoming them to physically, and say, good afternoon, so glad to see you today. Exciting. We're going to do another dolphin DNA recalibration session and light body, right? Isn't that what we're going to do today? Yeah. Good. All right. Are you ready? Have you been experiencing the other things? No blindfold yet. Yeah. Got to wait for her to tell you. Yeah. She's excited. Yeah. Yeah. It's because of the water blessing. So has anything happened since the last session we did that was really profound for you? Have you been feeling the accumulation of this energy? Good, good, good. So in muscle testing today with your guides, they're asking that we do layer 7 of your DNA today, and also template number 7 for the light body activation. Is that all right with you? Okay, so this will be the first time we've worked with the Lemurian layers. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about layer 7 before we get into everything, okay? So the Lemurian layer number 7 is your DNA home language revealed. It's pretty cool. And pardon me, because I have the wrong page. I have to find the right page. And you know what? I did a workshop last weekend and I took out this page. So can I please borrow someone's manual? Just that page. Thank you. So I don't have to make everyone wait for me. Well, I'm just getting an F on teacher today. I've made so many mistakes. At least you can see the human side of me. Oh, it should be right here. There's 3, 4, 5. There's 7. This is what I want right here. Okay. So layer 7 of your DNA was given to us about 100,000 years ago through the union of our agreed participation with the Pleiadians, our brothers and sisters from the stars. So it represents a part of the starseed experiment that put the Pleiadians at the helm of being our awakened brothers and sisters. So I know you and I have talked before about that every single person has Pleiadian DNA, even if you're from a different place in the universe. We're going to talk more about that today. But the starseed experiment that put the Pleiadians in the 5th dimension, you know, the keepers of the 5th dimension. So they're sort of our brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles from there. And it offers you a divine revelation, which is the end of innocence and the beginning of a deeper spiritual awakening. How's that feel? Feels good? Okay, so we're going to do what we always do, which is open the sacred space. So I'm moving this now. Feel into the altar now, your altar, my altar. And we open now to the flowing love of source energy. So we connect deeply to Mother, Father, God. We're so grateful for this day and for you. So let's connect down to the apex of center below. And you know I have this beautiful angelic cetacean grid around the house. So just tap into that now and touch that apex of center below. And allow Mother Earth's energy to rise up through your body. Beautiful. Bring it up to the heart space and allow it to permeate every cell of your body with the divine goddess energy. We do the same now as we rise up to apex of center above. We tune to the sun, to the great central sun, even on to the Pleiadian sun, Alice Akone. And we bring forth source light down into the crown chakra, down into our bodies. And we ask now for the perfect unity balance of 0 point as we open the sacred space. And I'm just going to call forth today the cetaceans. I know you know there's lots of angels stationed, and you could call them in yourself as well. But we'll start to the south, and we're going to bring in the orcas and the pilot whales to hold the space. To the east, we call in our beautiful humpback ambassador whale, your great healing friend that you've been working with. Say hello to Bella. And to the north now, the big blue whale. This great being is going to work with your neuroelectrical systems, helping to create balance and release anxiety, create more harmony in your body. Thank you, blue whale. And to the west now, lots of dolphins coming in. We have species of all kinds coming in. The ones we see off the coast, the bottlenose. We have the orcas. We have the pantropical spotted dolphins, the Atlantic spotted dolphins, Atlantic bottlenose, Pacific bottlenose, the long beak and the short beak common dolphins, the Hawaiian spinner dolphins, the pink dolphins. I just see a lot of dolphins coming in. Now let's welcome those 3 beautiful dolphins right up to you now that are your spirit dolphins, okay? And let's come back down into the heart space and retouch now center below and bring in the gray whales. Seeing yourself in a beautiful octahedron And rise up, and let's bring in the Council of the 13 White Whales. Now take a deep breath, sitting within the 0-point field energy, knowing this is the underlying energetic of absolute interconnected stillness. Today, we ask for clarity. We allow the mind to stop offering you a false reality. See and sense yourself now, calling your masters and guides as we return to the heart, sensing and feeling the 6 directions open all around you, and you're beautiful as above, so below pyramid. And I'm calling in now, my partner, Master Buddha, Samuel, Voltaire. I see Mother Mary is here for you. Beautiful. Wonderful. Our sacred space is open. Okay, take some nice deep breaths. And for the givers, I am turning to Emmanuel here. I can figure it out. Turning to page 64. Okay, so now we turn to our client and we ask if they'd like to receive some of the Andar crystal water from the bowl, or they'd like to use you'll decide. If they're there in the physical, you'll offer them water from the pretty little cups out here, or you'll use their bottles of water. Mm-hmm. We are. So hold up that beautiful water. Beloved Creator, we bless this water and we raise the vibration of this water to the highest possible vibration. We know that through our pure loving intention, we can create a crystalline matrix in this water and within the water in our body simply by asking for it, by bringing love and joy and honor to this water. So water, we love you, we respect you, we recognize you as sentient. And today we apologize for anything we've ever done to pollute you or hurt you. And know you're apologizing in this very moment to your own body. And we can say the words, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. Water, we are sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. So we raise the vibration of this water, the water in our body, and we ask that this vibration ripples out to the waters of the world, cleansing and purifying all waterways. So as you can see, we've prepared the nice saline water for your feet. So go ahead and put your feet in there. And this time I would start playing dolphin sounds. But because of the challenge here, I'm not. Because it records, you can't hear me. So imagine them. So we open now to your own energy, to the reprogramming and the DNA activation, which attunes you to your divine presence and the totality of your greater self. So now you'll put your blindfold on, you'll move into your heart, and you go away. Let the dolphins take you away, and you have your own experience now. This is where you may call in more of your spiritual guidance, that you'd like to have, people that maybe I don't know to call in when I open the sacred space. Bring them in now, and bring in your 3 beautiful dolphin guides. And now I'd like you to silently state your intentions, unless there's something you'd like me to hear. I always say that to my clients. So if we're working together on a regular basis, it's good to get them to talk to you out loud. Okay? If you not know them that well and they're shy, let them state them telepathically. So prepare your intentions now for healing and change in your life. And as you do so, breathe slowly, allowing the dolphins to move around you as you move into a meditative state, affirming your sacred intentions. It's only through your permission the dolphins can assist you in reprogramming your perceptions, your beliefs, and opening your awareness. Now, the dolphins are bringing in color. So they are master healers of color. So let's take a moment to feel that. I'm seeing a beautiful pink, so I'm moving into orange and reddish energy around you. And we know that they're going to use color throughout our session to bring in a new vibration. So open to feel the presence and the power and the great love of these beautiful three spirit dolphins. Beloved one, your dolphin friends would like to share with you. The human cellular structure and your DNA knows that the whales and dolphins represent a significant and special part of the Earth. The whales and dolphins are living portions of the Earth's crystalline grid system. They are actually living embodiments of the library containing the history of Earth's evolution. The actual Akashic record systems are stored within the consciousness of the whales and the dolphins, and they access it. The journey of your soul over every lifetime is stored in the Akashic records. The whales and dolphins are the living molecular librarians for Earth, and they have full access to all of the Akashic records. You are hearing these words because you know that you are changed by the energy. Your cellular information is aligned and upgraded in their presence. Your DNA is recalibrated to allow for a shift in consciousness. Okay, and I'm just being guided to remind you that normally there would be dolphin sounds playing softly through this whole thing. Did you know that your human DNA is also a part of the grid system for Gaia? You now know that your evolution as a human is reflected in your DNA. The whales and dolphins access this information as stewards for Gaia and for the Earth. They sing to coordinate with the crystalline grid system, and they can actually change your vibration and essence when you connect. Your DNA, which is the blueprint of your life, is the engine that carries the information from your Akashic records over every lifetime. New research and experimentation has shown that human DNA is activated by waves and particles of energized sound and light that the dolphins emit. Further research has revealed that genetic inheritance is energetically transmitted bioacoustically and electromagnetically through special water molecules that form the electrogenetic matrix of your DNA. The dolphins access these hydroelectric structures as they use their ability to literally switch your genes off or on. So in this healing session, we suggest that you give permission for the dolphins to access your Akashic records and ask for a personal alignment. When you do so, your human DNA is like a radio receiver for sound and light. The dolphins and whales then can easily access your DNA and the codes within. We are all deeply connected to the cetaceans as our energies are intertwined from the moment of creation and our emergence into physical form. We predict that there will come a day when the human will sing and intuitively project the correct sounds to the cetaceans of the Earth. The dolphins and whales will see it as structured language that they have been expecting. They will respond back to us in great alignments. Healing and breakthroughs will occur for the humans. We are approaching the time when the quantum energy will come forward through our quantum intellect. And we have already discovered there are only two types of DNA on our planet that is structured for quantum intellect: the human being and the cetacean. Cryon says your Akashic records exist in many places and forms. Feel them in your crystal that is stored in the cave of creation within the Earth. Feel the power of your own DNA, as it has recorded everything in the double helix from every lifetime. You never have to relearn anything spiritually, since the information is cumulative and stays with you from lifetime to lifetime. You are your own ancestors. And feel your Akash in the crystalline grid that lays over the planet's surface. This grid remembers everything that the human do and where they do it. Should be the human does and everywhere they do it. And finally, the crystalline grid is being aligned for compassion. It is changing and aligning to the wisdom and love of the mother energy. We're going to take a few moments now for you to experience the dolphins and for this healing and alignment. As you experience this healing now, I'm going to take the opportunity, as I usually do, to say the names of the dolphins that have entered the room from the Ascended Council. We welcome Simeon. We welcome Hatha. Please welcome Sigla. And we welcome Exeter. And now Freya. Welcome JL. And now welcome Persuela. And now welcome Zaregla. And now Merkala. And now Exava. Please welcome Kaval. And the 12th one, let's welcome Elamir. Now the dolphins are already working with you, but the entire council is here now surrounding you in a circle of light, radiating their light and energy to you. And I do find it appropriate to recognize them. You've met them before. Oops. Sorry. And we don't know why they're not singing. So we'll use our imaginations. I don't know why. So it's appropriate now to recognize that the energy shifted during the session. And this is a little bit rare, but it has happened a few times to me where I'm intending to do one thing and the energy shifts, and it just happens quite naturally if you're channeling. And what they've decided to do, my dear, is to work with your Akashic records as opposed to layer 7. So we'll be doing that at another time. So what they want to say now is it would be good to align with this energy as it's already being done, where you would say the words, activate now layer 8. So if you don't mind so saying that, activate now layer 8 as my master Akashic record for wisdom and responsibility. The energy of your Akash is the quantum portion of the double helix that we've spoke of, as your DNA. It represents the master Akashic record, which is the core of your soul. It holds the records of every lifetime that you have experienced, and it also records the interdimensional aspects of your personal energy and how that is postured in the current lifetime through your biology. It also allows you a very important thing, which is to mine your own Akashic records now, to be able to go into your own Akashic records and experience that. And we encourage that because the truth will come. There's even courses where you can study through a particular prayer to open your Akashic records. But I think you'll find working with the dolphins and the whales will give you access to that quite easily. So we went with the flow, and the calibration I'm hearing is complete. I have a little sound challenge here. We have helicopter. So take some deep breaths now as you feel the dolphins working around you, loving you. The destiny codes of your DNA can be further activated on each journey or process such as what you have experienced. All is designed to restore you to your divine pattern of perfection. It is fired in divine light and orchestrated by your soul. We applaud you for asking for greater peace as you have chosen to align with your innate divinity. You now stand in and hold a higher vibration with greater authority than ever before as you become your authentic self. May you continue to access higher consciousness from the cetacean beings who freely share it with you. May you continue to access your highest destiny as you allow yourself to be fully blossoming into this glorious being that you are. You are an eternal, immortal, spiritual being with a divine destiny, and you are dearly loved. We are the dolphins. So let's go ahead and take a moment, because we're in class where normally the dolphin sounds would be playing and you would do your personal message. Let's go ahead and do that now and have you write it down. So if you're giving, you'll be emailing that message to the person that you worked on. Or we have a couple here that's working in the physical, they can do it. Let's take a moment to stay in this energy while they bring forth the message and any information on color. It's very interesting how they shifted that. But I trust. Does anybody else have that happen? Have them shift light body activations on you? Or yeah, you have. Often I think I know what's going to happen, and then when we get in there, it shifts. Well, not often, but I mean, it has happened.
Laura,
Maybe not listen to this, you'll remember when that happened with us. It's also appropriate now to muscle test if you're not certain what dolphin came in. Share that with them. Okay, and for everyone else, we're going to take just a 5-minute break so you can slowly come back. And of course, what we would say is now it's time for you to lie down to receive your light body activation. Let them use the restroom, let them drink some water before you lay them down. You know what? I take that back. You may want to use a PowerPoint. So tell them that we're moving on to the light body activation now. And if it was me, I would be using a PowerPoint or a video or both. So just give them a break. I need to ground, huh? It's grounding, pretty high. But we're going to attempt now to do layer 7 when we switch partners. I hope it works. Dolphins took over there. Any questions before we take our little break? Everybody good? Did you enjoy that? Yeah. I enjoyed it so much I went with it as opposed to grounding more. Okay, 5 minutes. So it's switched from 47 to 88. Hard to stay here. Okay, I found my page so I can get your manual back. Right. Always remember to put your manual back together once you take it apart.
That's what Jan does. She goes, oh, I got something here in my office.
Right? You just hardly ever do that. Just try to be a good camper. It was also a good test. We'd have no idea why the sound stopped. I've tried 3 times to just play music, period. It's not playing music. Yeah, they took me right to it, yeah. And then I kind of went back and read the description, but it's more important to follow the energy of the dolphins and whales than it is to be right. And this was a good example of that. I totally didn't expect that to happen in school. I also want to remind you that there'll come a time when you just won't want to do what I've written. You'll want to do something else. That's fine. These meditations are for your benefit, but you're not confined to them at all. Next week, we'll see if we even have time today. I've recorded a nice 30-minute session for layer 1 and a nice one for layer 2. And maybe we could do one today and one next week. It looks like we're going to have time. But I want to use the PowerPoint now. I want to, because we've got 2 hours. I know you probably want another break in there somewhere, but My job is I want to give you as much as I can and different ways to do it. I don't want you to get attached to a certain way. I do want as much teaching as possible when you're doing the whale work. This is why I have the PowerPoints, and I'm going to continue to evolve them and upgrade them and send them to you. Again, not that you have to, I mean, you can stay with the ones you're used to, but I'm assuming that in the intern program, you know, we'll all still be connected and I can upgrade you to, because new affirmations come in that are powerful and I get new pictures that are powerful. So it's kind of fun to continue to upgrade the PowerPoints. But I don't want you to have to be attached to one meditation in a book. You know, it's just not right. Like, look at all I've given you for the whales, for the meditations. I don't want one page to be restrictive in the dolphin and DNA work. You might just take off and channel a message for them with the dolphins. You might find something that you like that you'll share with the rest of us for a particular layer. We are a work in progress. Okay, did you hear that? Okay, so you don't have to just do after you move out of internship, you're going to want to evolve the DNA work, and you'll want to bring in your own messages and your own channeling, and you're not restricted to this page from the book. Is my point. Play with it. It gives you something to do. And I told them I have the recordings of layer 1 and 2. We're trying to do 1 today. We're going to definitely work with 2 next week, so because it takes time. The recorded one, but not yet. We're going to do we're going to do layer 7 now. And we're going to come in a different way. We're going to come in as with PowerPoint as opposed to be talking. And I'll show you how to skip around, use the PowerPoint. Some of you will fall in love with it, like it. And some of you will go, this is a lot of work. It's like, you're already going to probably have your PowerPoint ready with the whale, so I want you to have that option. And we've gone, in the last weeks, gone more into meditation. So, okay, we're switching partners. Does everybody know? Last week there was some confusion on who your partner was. Somebody was giving, I don't remember who you were, but you were giving to the wrong person. So Reet gives to Scarlett, Mariah gives to Carol, Barbara gives to Brenda, Kate gives to Jan, Ross, he's still here, gives us to Carolyn. It's so great to have you with us, Ross.
Yeah.
And Floyd gives to Cindy, and I'm giving to Ann. Did we miss anybody? No?
Lori?
Hope not. And so for each
Lori?
session, today you'll be giving one, you'll be able to use it towards your homework. And also you can record that you've received one today on your summary sheet. Okay.
Lori?
I keep coming back to that, but you know, for those that haven't sent the summary sheet in, that's going to be the front of your folder. So make sure all your forms coordinate with your summary form. That make sense?
Lori?
No, you're going to have to give me another one. Yeah. I'm not going to update your forms. Yeah. That's too much work. Nice thought, though, huh? Okay. And I have my calendar. So after we're done and we're all spaced out, you want to make a session with me, bring me back, and I got my calendar. Okay. All right. Are we ready to go again? Ready to go? Okay. Okay, I'm trying to think how I can switch it up now. Okay, so the client that's coming in for me loves angels and loves Mother Mary and loves Jesus and is just learning about dolphins and whales. So you're going to think about how you can support them. I mean, you know, they're like an angel practitioner kind of person. They're very visual. So I would use the PowerPoint with them. Just, you know, you want to try to get different personalities. And this is why we want to work with a lot of people, get all the different aspects of them. And they're discovering the Lemurian energy. So it's time to work on their Lemurian DNA. Okay, so here they come. Knock, knock, knock. I open the door. Oh, it's Ann. All right, I'm working on Ann, or Ann's working on me. Well, I want to give this example of somebody that, and I'll tell you why. So I can do both. Okay, I can make an example and also work on Ann. So no, because I have to still teach. So thanks, though. So how have you been? How are you doing? It's a beautiful day. Thanks for coming to the house. So I bring them over to the Andara crystal water bowl. Let's have a little drink of crystal water and pick up my oils. Right away I give them the oils, put on their wrist, or if the person's online, you can show the oil and you can tell them about the oils. You can also tell them about other oils that you use. It doesn't have to just be put as oils. It's about educating them to, natural essences. And you can tell them about flower essences as well. I just started a new blend of flower essences I love, so I'm going to be showing it to people. Okay? You see what I'm saying? It's about educating them to the natural way of being. So today, we're going to work on layer 7 of your DNA. Now, we've talked about this before where you got to read all 12 layers of DNA. But layer 7 is part of the Lemurian layers. Okay? So it's actually part of group 3. Group 3 is layer 7, 8, and 9, and it comprises the Lemurian layers of DNA. They tell the story of creation and are the library of humanity's journey on Earth. And for those that are giving, it's page 58. So, is that okay? Yeah, great, good. So we'll also be working today when we get into the light body activation with layer 7, which coordinates nicely with your star lineage. So I think you're going to like the whole setup today that they've got planned for you. Layer 7 of your DNA was given to us about 100,000 years ago through the union of our agreed participation with our Pleiadian brothers and sisters. It represents a part of the starseed experiment that put the Pleiadians at the helm of being our awakened brothers and sisters. Now I know you have a connection with the Pleiadians already, so this should be really good. It offers the humans a divine revelation, which is the end of innocence. Oh yes, the end of innocence and the beginning of spiritual awareness. So a lot more of the work we'll be doing together will move into the galactic energies, with Seth and with the whales, and learn more about who you really are. It's an exciting time. So let's have a seat and move into the heart space, and let's open the sacred space. Beloved Mother, Father, God, thank you for bringing us together today with Anne. We're so grateful for this beautiful session. We're so grateful for the dolphins and whales as our master teachers to bring us this healing program, these protocols that work so well to align our energy and to create joy in our lives and healing. So we begin by grounding ourselves down into the core of the earth. And you've done this before. We're going all the way down to 3.3 miles today. I want you to touch the apex of my octahedron, which is center below. Good. And now start to feel the energy rising up through your feet, coming up through the prana tube, all the way up into your heart space. And it starts out to ripple out now to fill every cell of your body with the divine feminine. We're feeling very loved and supported. We're feeling Mother Gaia. We're feeling the elements of earth, air, fire, and water. And I want you to tune in now to my beautiful Endara crystals. Oh, you have yours today too. That's so good. Yes, let's bring all our crystals into merge with each other. Good, and now rising up through the crown chakra to connect to center above, to Father God, and to those beautiful 13 white whales, to the energy of the angels. You go ahead and bring in your angels. You do that so well. We love the angels. Solar angels, earth angels, galactic angels, and even cosmic angels. And the star beings too coming in. Yeah, Pleiadians, Sirians, star brothers and sisters. Okay. And now let's bring in the angels as we open the directions. To the south, we have Archangel Uriel holding the space there. Thank you, Uriel. Love and compassion to you. And to the east, we call in Archangel Raphael. And right away, Master Jesus walks into the room. Mother Mary's here, Mary Magdalene. So many of the Essene teachers from that time, that just set that template for us. Here they are. Lord Lanto. The goddess Kuan Yin is here. Feeling all that love from the east. Thank you. The east is open. And to the north now, we turn our attention to Archangel Michael, Lady Nada. Also feel the energy of the cosmics coming in. There's Lord Metatron, Archangel Sandalphon. We've got a lot of angels coming in from the north and ancestors. You're all welcome here, benevolent ones. And the north is open. Now to the west, our beautiful communications master, Archangel Gabriel, and his beloved. And here come the dolphins. This is the direction I receive them from. I know they come from every direction, but I like to bring them in from the west, and here they come. They're swimming all around us. They've been here today. There's more coming in for you, honey. So bring in your spirit dolphins now, too, and let them come in and triangulate around you. Wonderful. Okay, and sometimes this is where they want to call in their own masters and teachers. That's always good. By the time they've done a lot of sessions with you, encourage them to start to participate in opening the sacred space. Okay, so we drop down to the apex of center below, and we bring in the gray whales, and there is Archangel Chamuel. We rise up to center above, and there is Archangel Ariel. And we come into center within, and here is Archangel Zadkiel right there in your heart space with you. And all 7 directions are open. And we are grateful for this day. Aho. So we're going to turn to that water, that beautiful water now, and let's bring it to our heart space. We can't do enough water blessings, can we? So water, we love you. Water, we bless you. Water, we appreciate you. We're so grateful for you. We recognize your sentience and your magnificence today, and we ask to raise the vibration of this water in this bottle and the water in our body to a beautiful crystalline structured element of water. Seeing like snowflakes. And water, we apologize to you for anything we've ever done to harm you or pollute you. And we'll say the words of Ho'oponopono together. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you, and I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you, and I love you. Water, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you, and I love you. With that, we raise that vibration. As we drink the water, we bless the water in our bodies, changing every single cell. And we'll just tap our heart, and we know this vibration is going out into the world to affect the waterways now. Okay, so I've prepared this nice warm saline bath for your feet. So let's go ahead and pop your feet in there and ask you to sit back and relax. Beautiful. How are you feeling? Okay, and now we've got a blindfold for you. So we'll go ahead and put that on. As we block out the light, we activate the third eye and our ability to sense and feel more deeply. So now as we attune to your divine presence and your own energy reprogramming and DNA activation, we ask permission now to work with the totality of your greater self. And now if there's any beings that are in your spiritual guidance system that we didn't call in, I'd like you to go ahead and do that now. Beautiful. And now I'd like you to affirm, either out loud or telepathically, your intentions for the healing today, for the alignment, and for all desired changes that you have in your life. Now slowly moving into a deeper, more meditative state, breathing deeply, breathing slowly from the abdomen, through the nose. Deep, slow breaths. Keep coming back to your intentions, staying focused on them, and allow the dolphins to begin to move around you, assisting you in reprogramming your perceptions and your beliefs, your awareness. And as we listen to the dolphins sing for us, we know that they're color healers, not only just sound, but they use color. So tune to the colors that come into the room now and begin to form around you. Is there a sign of the work that's being done for you? And the first thing I see with you is beautiful green, permeable light. It's like a sponge. It's very healing light. And outside of that now I'm seeing a beautiful yellow band of light, like sunlight, like daisies. And allow that energy and that color with your spirit dolphins to spin around you, circling you, knowing you are totally supported. And as we prepare for the healing, we have to open now to deeper faith, knowing that the universe is unlimited in its ability to send assistance of the highest vibration. And now we're going to call in the council of the 12 ascended dolphins. So I'd like you to, as you listen to them sing, I'd like you to see them coming in from the ceiling, standing upright in a circle around you. Please welcome Simeon. Please welcome Hatha. Please welcome Sigla. And please welcome Exeter. Welcome Freya and JL. Persuela. Please welcome Zaregla. And now Mercola. Please welcome Exava. Kavala. And number 12, Elamir. You have your circle of dolphins now around you. Allow them to touch you energetically, support you. And of course, in the end, one of them will bring forth a beautiful message for you. Okay, well, today we're going to do things a little differently. I'm going to take a moment with my computer. I'll be right back with you. So I'd like you to remove your blindfold now for a moment. Take a look at the screen and these beautiful dolphins and their frequency. Just feel that energy. That's very much what it looks like in my inner sight. And you could say, and this is my teacher and her wonderful cat who brought forth this information. And of course, as we always want to welcome the white whales in, they're with us in all moments now. So I have an affirmation for you now. Let's read this together. I call upon the many races of benevolent celestial beings of light for their support and loving presence, including the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Hathors, and the Arnon. And if you're wondering about some of them, I can explain more at another time, but let's bring them in now, because they want to work with your heart light. They love you. They're all existing in higher dimensions, but they're very attentive to Earth and to the work we're doing. Okay, this is for all of us to do together. I call upon the ascended masters in support of Mother Earth and our ascension for their support and loving presence. I recognize Saint Germain and the entourage of the violet flame for healing, transmutation, and transformation. Now you know that the humpback whales carry the violet flame. And so the other beings like, Saint Germain, they do too. They're carriers of it as well. So it's appropriate to bring them in. This is a picture that was taken up where the northern lights are, and it's not Photoshop. I believe it's a violet flame angel. Okay, so let's read this together. I call upon Lord Sananda and the family of the Cosmic Christ for their support and loving presence. And I have a picture of the Divine Feminine because we're working to restore that on our planet now. It's a picture of Kuan Yin and Mother Mary and other goddesses. Now remember, everybody has both male and female energy in their body, whether they are male or female, but we're working now to adjust the frequency to unity, to where we carry both male and female energy. And right now that's out of balance. So, okay, now let's call in the angels that you love so much. I call upon the cosmic, galactic, solar, and earth angels for their support and loving presence. I call upon the elemental kingdoms and my master guide team for their support and loving presence. And you know how I always tell you Archangel Gabriel is my confidant. He's one of the angels, I believe, that acts as a voice for spirit. So he's a good companion to have as you work with your telepathy, and you work with your hearing of the dolphins and whales, and your hearing of your cute little dog at home. And he's really helpful. Now, this picture was taken over our boat at Dana Point with a cell phone. Another sign that the angels are all around us. They're always working to show themselves to us. So we love them. My little angel Sam just came in. I call upon the animal and nature kingdoms for their support and loving presence. And you know how Master Buddha always teaches us that the animals are the greater body of teachers. They all have healing abilities. Dolphins and whales have the ability to work with our DNA, though. So, but let's welcome in the big cat kingdom here. Is that a good picture? And how about the horses? A lot of people believe the horses are land dolphins. They carry some of the same DNA. They certainly have worked for me. They were my first teachers. I still love them so much. Here's some happy dolphins. They love that smile. And of course, our friends, the great humpbacks. Okay, so this affirmation now is from your heart. I call upon my I am presence and merge now with my soul. I am that I am. I now request a deeper merger and integration of my I am presence. I ask that I now be taken into alignment of my highest light. As I merge with my I am presence, I recognize myself as divine empowerment, love, and wisdom. And here's another picture I like to use of my friend John-Luc Bazzali in Hawaii. He's a visionary artist. Beautiful pictures. Thank you, John. Together, I remove all veils of illusion and step now into my personal power through my I am presence, soul and star families of light. I now ask for my avatar blueprint in this human embodiment. I ask for and welcome a new vibration and level of Christ consciousness in my human body. I ask Creator, the great whales and dolphin emissaries of light for divine dispensation here and now today. You know how we've spoken of, there are many aspects to the soul. So it's appropriate now to tune to those other aspects of your soul, because we are multidimensional beings. This is the best picture I could find to do that. Wherever those other parts of you are, living on Earth and perhaps even in other locations in ships above the Earth, join with your family. Okay, and as always, the whale is getting us ready for a deep dive. Together, I now give permission and ask for the perfect encodement and DNA download that is perfect for me on this day at this time. I ask that I receive this activation and energy in every fiber of my multidimensional self for my highest and best good. Activate now key codes within me so that I may experience my highest potential as my higher light and my I am presence. So the key codes come through all 12 layers, but we specifically today have decided to work with layer 7. So see the dolphins there working with the strand of your DNA and rainbow light. Here's another picture I like that John-Luc did, where he's showing the soul coming down into a dolphin body that's making a choice to come to Earth, come through the veil, and come down. I love that. So we have to remember that when we're on the other side, we get a choice of who and what we want to be. And again, here's a nice picture of how the 3 dolphins, the spirit dolphins, come in and work with your living light body. That's a picture of your Merkaba, which is also the living light body, and how it works with the crystalline grid. So lots more to be revealed. Okay, now we've already worked with layer 1, so we'll skip that one. We've worked with layer 2, we'll skip that one. Worked with layer 3. I've done a lot of work together. I think it was a couple weeks ago we did 4 and 5. Layer 6, I don't think we've done 6 yet, but we'll do that another day. So right away we're going to number 7. Okay, so let's say this from our hearts. Activate now layer 7 as my DNA home language and revealed divinity within me. part of the Lemurian lineage. And there's a picture of our friend who works on the Cryon team of Ilan, who has created this picture. And it's a nice picture for meditation. You can purchase these through the Cryon website. He's also said the affirmation in Hebrew above. We believe the Hebrew language is written in fire letters, so it's very powerful when you look at it, even if you can't read it. So there's a nice visual. Just kind of let yourself go into that. Good. So do you feel ready for the meditation? Good. All right. So we're going to pause this now. If I can find my mouse. Mouse. 4. PowerPoint number 4, guys. And I resent it to you, I don't know, whenever you got the last bunch of stuff with all the forms. A couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Anyway, if I was you, I'd be putting everything into a folder. So you have it. That's what I do. Talking to the givers. All right, my dear, I want you to put your blindfold back on. Ready to bring in those dolphins. Move into your heart space. For the givers, we're going to page 71. We now call forth the ascended dolphins to take us into the memories of our own revealed divinity. In our message, we explore the story of who you really are as we revisit the Earth's starseed experiment that took place about 104,000 years ago. More and more information is being made available to you now, revealing how the actual starseed experiment was brought forth and integrated into the DNA of the human choosing to live upon planet Earth. Following the destruction of almost all life on Earth, our planet and people went from living in a 5D world to living in a 3D world. In a sense, we started over, being stripped to only 2 strands of active DNA. After this fall from grace, when the humans living upon the Earth were destranded in their DNA, the call went forth from Prime Creator to the 12-dimensional worlds of form. Each society was asked to offer of their DNA to reseed the human being on Earth. This gift of love is the greatest experiment our universe has ever witnessed. It then became very popular to want to incarnate upon Earth, knowing the pure potentiality of being part of this opportunity. The wisdom of 12 different evolved planetary civilizations is now coded right into every subatomic particle of your DNA. The collective intelligence of 12 planetary worlds that have all ascended is within every human. This type of experiment is unique and powerful for every human. From a universal perspective, the human race is the brainchild of many stellar beings who took part in the inception of you, of who you are and who you are to become. The codes within your DNA are awakening, and it's now time to remember. Your family in the stars and your distant relatives from the expanse of this galaxy are ready to reintroduce themselves to each of you. The question is, are you ready? You truly are a human species unto your own. The Galactic Federation, representing elders from each of the star systems and dimensions, sent their finest light emissaries to starseed and create the new galactic human. Never was there a more celebrated victory than the seeding of Gaia and the successful genetic splicing of the 12-dimensional worlds of form into your DNA. Understand that the emissaries of light from these many galaxies were united in their effort, and Earth became in many ways the center of the universe. It is true that all eyes are upon you, the emerging race of super beings, superhuman beings. As free will beings, you incarnated, and you came to create your own experience, make your own choices, and know the focus of dedicating yourself to an ideal. Quite simply, you came to this third dimension as a representative of one of the starseed races we speak of. Quite simply, you came to immerse yourself in the cycle of life and death and reincarnation until the work is complete. Now is the time to remember and embrace the truth that you are form and matter, sparked with the crystalline energy of Prime Creator. You can now begin to understand the power of your living light field, or Merkaba, and focus on the importance of the process of returning to light. The universe and the beings that are your star brothers and sisters are watching and waiting for you to take the evolutionary leap, which moves you closer to the realization of their vision. This is your legacy. For as evolving souls who have committed to the third dimension in the Earth experience, you have chosen to take part in the ascension of an entire solar family. Whatever personal experiences you have been focused upon until now, you will find yourself shifting consciousness to a more galactic awareness of your purpose for reincarnating upon the Earth as you exist now. You are part of an elite group of beings, those fortunate ones who have directly participated in celestial ascension. You are among the residents of planets who are all in the process of transmuting a physical body of form back into a light body. These are amongst the rarest of events in the universe, and they are exceptional moments in the all-time. Feel the love and support that we all have for you. You are mutating into your light selves, about to integrate the brilliance of light, which has lain dormant and hidden for over 100,000 Earth years. The reward for your hundreds, and some of you thousands of lifetimes upon the Earth, is coming into manifestation. As you quicken your vibration to the new frequencies coming to this planet, you are accelerating the creation of light body within you. You are restructuring your genetic grid. You will radiate as a beacon for those like you who have also begun the transmutational process. This is an aspect of your attraction to each other as soul and star family, your unification which brightens the light of Gaia. As individual units committed to service, you are anchoring the cosmic energies within you and then beaming them out across the matrix of the crystalline grid, furthering the process for others. This is evolution at its finest, in its purest sense, where everything is in a state of becoming brighter as we journey together and return to Source. Thank you for opening your heart to remembering who you really are, remembering your lineage and your DNA back to who you were 100,000 years ago is an important step. When the Earth was reseeded, where did you live and who is your family? Asking these questions will lead you to remember and to find those gifts within yourself that link you to your star family. Making this connection can greatly assist you in feeling powerful and motivated to continue to use your amazing gifts and discover those that are still dormant in your own DNA. This process is designed to connect you to one or more of the planetary worlds you lived in when the Starseed experiment was implemented, and Earth began her journey back to the fifth dimension. Your star family is watching and waiting to connect to you. There is great love here for you. Now, you may have come from more than one of the 12 different races that I'm going to mention, and one may stick in your heart more. And there is a wonderful process that's available to you through the teachings of Seth, where you can access this more directly. Right now, we're going to ask the dolphins to be with you. We're having a helicopter. And as I say the names of the 12 races that have star-seeded the Earth, the dolphins will reveal at least one of the races that are primary in your star lineage. And we'll share that with you. And hopefully it will resonate in your heart. And again, all of this is available through working with the Akashic Records and working with higher beings that have this knowledge, like the dolphins and whales and like Master Seth. So see the dolphins now. Feel in your heart as we say the races and see what resonates for you. And of course, we'll ask the dolphins themselves, and for the givers, you can muscle test. The Pleiadians are number 1. The Sirians are number 2. Arcturians, number 3. Andromeda, number 4. Alpha Centauri, number 5. Orion, number 6. Lyran, number 7. Cetacean, number 8. Elemental, number 9. Galactic Archangel, number 10. Cosmic Archangel, number 11. And Elohim, number 12. So as we work with the dolphins, we affirm now to the truth of who you really are. Ask to remember more of your star family and your lineage during this healing. so that you may know the truth of your own story, that your own divinity is being revealed to you. Okay. And for those that are listening, I'm going to attempt to bring in dolphin sounds and let you guys muscle test and bring in your personal messages. Bye. And just as a side note, it's still jammed. All of my music is having a technical experience, so we'll imagine them. It's not playing. It's not playing even if I don't share the screen, which is very interesting. This is a new experience. I can hear them in my mind's eye. Got them on my phone.
Accessibility shortcut, 8 items, voice guide, font.
Okay. We don't know what that was. Dolphins talk very fast.
Maybe another being's trying to talk through the.
I guess. I don't know. It's been a weird day, but it's a fun day. You never know what to expect around here. Okay, here's PowerPoint number 4. I'm sure of it. Dolphin DNA recalibration. So, givers, I'm coming back now, and you may ask them to take their blindfolds off and come back into the room now. And by now, you have a message for them. You have the name of the dolphin that spoke to them. And we'll let you guys do that in a minute. And remember, the trick is now you email your partner. I'd like to make sure you know who your partner is, though. Everybody know who your partner is, who you're working on right now? I don't hear anything. Okay. Okay, everybody turn your attention to the screen. We're almost there. Of course, you would do this while they're still blindfolded, or you'd ask for their patience. Okay. So together, I now recognize myself as keeper of the light of Creator. I now claim this new vibration and DNA encodement in every aspect of my beingness with gratitude and humility. I am that I am. I am love. I am power. I am wisdom. I am the light of our Mother, Father, God. I am all that I am. So be it, and so it is. Let us rejoice together. So you have that nice feeling now, and we're going to take just a few minutes as you get a little break and we get ready for your light body activation. And remember that we'll be going right into the eye of that beautiful well. So, okay. I'm going to stop the share. And I haven't been able to play any music, so that might have something to do with it. Too late now. When they were listening, say it again. On. I didn't ask them to take it off until I showed the PowerPoint. I leave them in their blindfold while I give them their message, because they're still in that inner space. Okay, does that answer your question? Okay, ask it again. Right. To go, and then we do the message. And then I give them their personal message while they're still blindfolded. Okay. Then they take off the blindfold when you're ready to show that final affirmation. If you're going to use PowerPoint. As you know by now, I'm not requiring you to use the PowerPoint. It's an added thing for you. I want you to, however, when I say it's not required, that doesn't mean never use it. Okay? It means use it a few times and see if you like it. Okay? See if the clients like it. Did you like it? Did you like it? Did you like it? The PowerPoint? Yeah. How about you guys online? Did you like it? Okay, unmute yourself so we can talk for a minute.
Lori, I have a question.
Okay, there. Now,
Lori, I have a
talk.
question. That invocation and the affirmation of I am that I am, when you repeat it 3 times, or you have the client repeat it, can you use that before they put their blindfold on?
Absolutely.
So at the very beginning, when you say you have them repeat activate now, layer, session such, you can actually have them say that affirmation.
And add affirmations to the, yes, you can. You can be creative and follow your heart. You can't, use words of sacredness. Absolutely. And I do believe the dolphins will give each of you, if you're willing, your own affirmations or, new ways to be, you start doing this also for you guys that want to do this for a living or part-time for a living. You don't want to be bored. You never want to be bored. So you want to always let them stir it up for you, to bring in a new level of consciousness or a new way to do something. I hear about this school and my work with the dolphins and whales in the shower and swimming. All the time. It would be a constant stream of information about all of you and about how I could be better. And it's just nonstop information coming in. I could have channeled 5 manuals on dolphin DNA calibration. Maybe someday I will. But we have to have a limit. It's only 30 hours of work. And I told him at some point, okay, that's good. Okay. You know how they are when we're on the boat. They just are glorious, Yeah. Okay. Well, a lot of what I'm writing will be in the books, so, yeah. So how did it feel? Unmute yourself so we can talk, because you had 2 now. You've gotten to give and receive. And you also saw a lot of weird things happen today. There's the sound, you saw the dolphin shift in the middle of the session. It's all like, you got to be going with the flow. There's no, the thing I want you to get out of your mind is you can't do this wrong. You can leave stuff out, not on purpose, of course. But I mean, if you do leave something out, just go with the flow. And you're going to be surprised, you know. You have a client come and you have them laying down, and or they're sitting up and having a session. All of a sudden you realize you didn't do this, or you didn't do that, or you forgot the oils. Sometimes I forget the oils and they're in my own house. So I'll take them and put them at the end of the session. Better than nothing, you know? Also, I do believe a lot of you have animals that are going to get involved. You know, they're going to get involved in coming into the room, and they're going to contribute like Pooja and Sam do. So I think that's cool. Okay,
I
I'm
have a
gonna,
question.
yeah. Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Lori. I only have like 4 Andara crystals, and they're all sort of the same, in the same color family.
Okay.
So I just don't feel comfortable. I wouldn't feel comfortable using them over and over again.
Why
with
not?
Clients. Well, it's just, they're all the same. It doesn't matter.
But they're not really. I mean, you have to stop thinking limited. You have no idea what that Andara crystal is capable of. What's beyond what it looks like. So with the dolphin DNA calibration, I would put 1 in the water between their feet.
Yeah.
Every time, and I'd put 1 in each hand.
Yeah.
And you said you have 3?
I've got 4.
4, and then I would put all 4 on their body in the whale healings. And I would apologize for not having more or different colors. It's okay.
Okay.
No, I don't know how to get that picture off the PowerPoint though. It's been a dilemma, so it's going to require. Yeah, that might be easier. Yeah.
Can we get
Thank
the
you.
Hebrew translations of those light beam pictures?
Say it again, please.
The translation of the Hebrew on those light beam
The
pictures?
translation is what it says below. Let me show you. It's
Oh,
already
right.
on there. It's just hard to read.
Accessibility shortcut. 8 items. Voice guide. Prompt.
I'll find it, Lori. I probably wasn't using my
Where's
glass.
The little black box. Anybody see it?
Right next to you. That one, right there.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so does anybody need to see that, or you got it? It's PowerPoint number 4, you all have it. At the bottom, it says what the Hebrew letter says. It says exactly what, remember the part I told you is actual crayon. And I have permission to use this, by the way. Page 66, where it says layer 1, the biological layer. Activate layer 1 is the tree of life within me. There's exact words that are on those slides. When Elon's beautiful art, exactly, those exactly words. Those are taken directly from Cryon and the 12 layers of DNA. I didn't try to reinvent the wheel.
Okay.
The dolphins loved it. And Lee loves what I'm doing, so it's kind of good. We go, yo. But I don't want you to think I did that. I did not do that, okay? Well, I didn't do any of this. The dolphins did it, but you know what I'm saying. Get real, I didn't do any of it. There's no medals for me. I think they work together. Okay, so let's open up to a little bit of conversation about, now you've done, in my world, you have done either given or received in class. It helps your homework a lot. You only have 10 and 12 to do with me. That's the only ones we haven't done together. And I want to spend a lot of time on layer 2 in our last class on August 26th, because I think it's just going to help you in your life, not just as interns, but the people that are doing it for personal growth. Yeah. So that should make your forms easier. And if you go back to the form with the assignments that I'll resend, when I send out Hightail, and I don't send you Hightail, I put it on the webpage. I'll send it an email, the assignment form. We did layer 3, yeah. I think it was the first week, first or second class. Does everyone align with what I just said? Okay, all right, good. 10 and 12 are still that for me to do with you if there's time. It's not that you need me either, but I think it's kind of good, you know. I don't want to say you can't do it without Lori. It's not true. But I think the more you can experience, where you get to both give and receive in a group collective like this, it's powerful. We're more powerful as a group than we are with just two of us. Yeah. So you're all just ready to rock? Nobody has any questions or anything to share? Anybody have an experience?
I had plenty of experiences, but I wanted to talk about the Hebrew alphabet that I read many years ago, like 30 years ago. They put it in a pyramid inside a tubesaurus. The minimal amount of math to make this tubesaurus, and they shined a light on it in a pyramid, and that's how they got the language of light.
Wow. So you want to show us that? Is that what you're saying?
No, I just wanted to share it with you.
Okay. How do people find out about that?
I remember reading it 30 years ago, so it was a long time ago.
Sounds very interesting. Is it connected to the Kabbalah?
Yes.
Okay. That's what Seth is saying, is look at the Kabbalah. Okay. You would all be interested to know from Seth's perspective that you all participated in either physically helping to write the Kabbalah, or you were alive during that time and supported it. Isn't that interesting?
Yes, I've got chills.
Okay, I just thought that might run through your body. You might start to discover a part of yourself you didn't know. We always think of our ancestors as not being us, and that's not true. Often it's us. So sit with, I wrote the Kabbalah, or helped write the Kabbalah. Let's see how that feels. See if they knock you over on that.
And it came from Egypt.
Yeah. But so did you at some point. Okay. No, you're all just quiet. Okay, maybe we need a break, and then I think we'll do layer one together with the recording. Yeah. Okay, let's take a 15-minute break, and y'all can regroup. Come back with questions, come back with comments, and then we'll do one all together giving with the recording that I have. And it'll be mainly so you can experience the recording. And also for those that are going on, to do the work. Let's see if I can share real quick. I can show you what I'm doing now, and I'm going to continue to do it. Close that. Go away. Go away. I'm going to start doing more events like this, even if they're a couple of days, where you get a sign and you can start doing mini sessions, like I do. And, some of them that are people in this area, we can work together. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be I'll let you know for sure. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be in Phoenix in October, and I'm going to be in New Mexico in November, working with Greg Braden and Bruce Lipton doing this work as a vendor, healing vendor. So then, and if you did it together, you could work with Puda. That'd be kind of fun for you. Yeah. Kind of cool, huh? But you don't need Puda. I mean, it's nice to have Puda, of course, but the work would be equally effective. So, okay. So there's lots of ways. I mean, we're thinking towards one-on-one sessions, but I'm thinking about, how you can expose yourself to bigger crowds for this work to draw in clients and give them the 30-minute session, a teaser to get clients. It's really working. A lot of people that I worked with in Canada are getting involved now. They really liked it. Okay, 15-minute break, pause recording. So I need your input to make this the most successful for you. You're going to receive, and this counts towards you receiving layer one. Even though you've already received it, you're receiving it again, because it'll be different this time. But I want to know if you want me to use the PowerPoint again so you get more comfortable with it, or you'd prefer that I don't use the PowerPoint and I use the affirmations from the manual. So just go ahead and speak out. You have an opinion to which would benefit you the most. Kate, did you say something?
I was going to say use it if that's what you want us to do for the demo session.
I don't care. I want you to be comfortable both ways. So right now I'm asking what would help you be comfortable both ways.
What we need to see to test out on.
I don't know how to answer that because I don't know where you're weak at or where you're strong. Each person's going to be different. But do you have a preference to being more comfortable seeing the PowerPoint again? Would that help you? Or would, because we've only done it once. I'm happy to do it again. No one has an opinion? What do you want,
I
Brenda?
vote yes for power.
For PowerPoint? Okay. All right. So we'll play the
Yeah.
game with, let's see, this time you're my online client, and this is your first time doing a dolphin DNA calibration with me. And it's like your 4th appointment with me. Does that make sense? Everybody clear? Okay. And of course, you personally get to receive, and I hope you will. I hope you, when it's time, you'll put the blindfold on and receive, because receiving is half of why you're here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to shorten, though, the sacred space and the water blessing. Is that okay? Okay. Okay, and your name is Juliet. Hi, Juliet. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. It's a beautiful day here in Southern California. And we're ready for you. Today is going to be your first dolphin DNA recalibration session with me. And then we'll move right into the light body activation that I'm hearing you will choose today. So you have already connected to that and you know what that's going to be? That's great. Good. Good, 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 good. So you'll want to have your blindfold ready, and you'll want to have your bottle of water. Yeah, good. You have all your stuff ready? Okay, let's go right into our heart space now then. Beloved Mother, Father, God, we're so grateful for this session today with Juliet. We connect to the energies of Mother, Father, God. So we ground ourselves down into Gaia, going down to 3.3 miles, connecting to the elemental beings and Mother Earth herself. We allow that energy to rise up, coming up the prana tube, up into our heart space, creating a beautiful balance of Mother Earth's energy in our body and allowing it to ripple out to every cell. Now we rise up now from our heart space up through our crown chakra, connecting to center above. As we connect to the sun, we see the beautiful solar light, and we connect to Prime Creator, to the angels, the star beings, ascended masters. Mostly important, your I am presence, connecting to your soul. Let's bring that energy down through the crown, down into the heart space, where we ask for a perfect balance of male and female energy. We turn to the south, and as always, we're going to refresh our cetacean grid, and we call in the orcas and the pilot whales. We turn to the east, and we welcome Bella, the big humpback whale ambassador that's been working with you. The east is open. We turn to the north, and we welcome the big blue whale. Wonderful, wonderful, the largest creature ever, ever, ever on the planet. Feel that big heartbeat. And to the west, we welcome the many, many species of dolphins as they come swimming into your room. Right away, we welcome your spirit dolphins to you. When we drop down now, seeing yourself in the pyramid, as above, so below, could create the beautiful octahedron. And we call in the gray whales from center below. We rise up to center above, and we call in the council of the 13 white whales. We see the prana now coming from below and from above. We come back to our heart space. I'd like you to call in your masters and teachers now that you're working with. I'm calling in Master Buddha and Samuel and Voltaire, Christ family, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Sandalphon. And our sacred space is open. So we hold the beautiful water now. If you get your bottle of water. Oh, and I see you put your crystals in the water. How nice. Wonderful. Water, we bless you. Water, we love you. We're grateful for you. We're grateful for the sentience of water as we raise the vibration of this water to the highest possible vibration, and higher still. And as we drink this water, we sense and feel the crystalline energy in our body through the words of love and blessing changing, feeling our own bloodstream lighten and preparing our body for this great healing. So bless this water. We allow this vibration to ripple out to the world, to the rivers and the lakes and the streams, oceans. Okay, so I've prepared myself here, and now I'd like you to put your feet in the saline water in your tub, like we usually do. Okay. Oh, you haven't done that before. That's right. This is layer one. No, layer one. Always light body after. Layer one. That's why I had you vote. You're all receiving layer one. Okay, so put your feet in the wonderful warm water. You're all receiving layer one in a new modality. I'm showing the PowerPoint, and I'm going to play a recorded message that you will be able to use if you like it. So I'm going to share the screen while you're getting your foot tub ready there. And we're going to try to bring in some dolphin sounds. Yay, here they come. He likes being attended to. He did. But now he's not a skeleton, so that's good. Okay, you're going to want to face the PowerPoint there. Four. It's called dolphin DNA recalibration. So there's our beautiful dolphins. And you're almost ready for the foot tub. Okay, great. No hurry. Okay, there's Master Buddha. There's our beautiful white whale. Okay, so today we have some affirmations that I'd like you to read from your heart. Together, everyone. I call upon the many races of benevolent celestial beings of light for their support and loving presence, including the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Hathors, and the Arnon. And there are many, races of beings, but they all want to come in now and touch your heart. So allow that energy to come in to feel around you. These are benevolent star brothers and sisters. Okay, and let's read this together. I call upon the ascended masters in support of Mother Earth and our ascension for their support and loving presence. I recognize Saint Germain and the entourage of the violet flame for healing, transmutation, and transformation. There's a violet flame angel. I call upon Lord Sananda and the family of the Cosmic Christ for their support and loving presence. Lord Sananda is the name of the Oversoul. It's a beautiful Arcturian group consciousness. And Master Jesus and Mother Mary, so many of the ones that we associate with the Christ family are of that soul. So we're calling them all in when we say Lord Sananda. We have a special attention now to the Divine Feminine. There's Kuan Yin and Mother Mary. Why? Because we're asking now to balance the Divine Feminine through all of the work we're doing in our bodies and on the planet. Because it's been very patriarchal for many hundreds of years. We're working to balance that. Together, I call upon the cosmic, galactic, solar, and earth angels for their support and loving presence. I call upon the elemental kingdoms and my master guide team for their support and loving presence. And here is Archangel Gabriel representing all of the angelics, beautiful angel of telepathic work, angel of communication. Thank you, Gabriel. And here's a nice picture of the angel in the sky over Dana Point where our boat goes out. I always like to say they're everywhere. Everywhere you turn, there's an angel, right? Just have to look for them. I call upon the animal and nature kingdoms for their support and loving presence. You remember what Kuda always says to you, the animals are the greater body of healers and teachers. So let's bring in the big cats. Well, let's bring in the little cats too. Bring in the cats. Bring in the horses. Bring in the dolphins. Bring in the big whales. And together, I call upon my I Am presence and merge now with my soul. I am that I am. I now request a deeper merger and integration of my I Am presence. I ask that I now be taken into alignment of my highest light. As I merge with my I Am presence, I recognize myself as divine empowerment, love, and wisdom. This is the artist John-Luc Bazzali, who does amazing, visionary work. His website is I Within. So great. Together, I remove all veils of illusion and step now into my personal power through my I Am presence, soul, and star families of light. I now ask for my avatar blueprint in this human embodiment. I ask for and welcome a new vibration and level of Christ consciousness in my human body. I ask Creator, the great whales and dolphin emissaries of light, for divine dispensation here and now today. So this is a picture of what it would look like to connect to the other aspects of your soul. We call this the monad. Feeling the vibration of your healing rippling out. We're also much bigger, multidimensional than we realize. And this is to remind us that the whales can take you on a deep dive down into this energy. And remember, all dolphins are whales. I now give permission and ask for the perfect encodement and DNA download that is perfect for me on this day. I ask that I receive this activation and energy in every fiber of my multidimensional self for my highest and best good. Activate now key codes within me so that I may experience my higher light and my I Am presence. So this picture now lets you see how the dolphins work with your DNA. It was drawn by this wonderful woman in Hawaii after we had a ceremony at the volcano at Kilauea. Beautiful. She was showing us how the dolphins work directly with our DNA, with rainbow light, and the star beings there in their saucers, and Mother Earth. This picture again is John-Luc Bazzali's. It's the soul choosing a dolphin body to be born into, to come down through the veil. And here, of course, is the work we're doing with the living light field, your Merkaba energy, your 3 spirit dolphins moving you into the grid every day, reconnecting. Thank you, dolphins. Okay, so we're going to be working with layer 1. This is your first DNA calibration. So I'd like you to feel into that energy. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. It's one of the grounding layers the grounding layers are layers 1, 2, and 3. And if you decide to further this work with me, what you'll discover is we don't necessarily do the layers 1 through 12. We do them as we're so guided by the dolphins, but we always start with layer 1, which connects directly to your body. Layer 1 represents the biological layer, and it's a double helix with 3 billion chemical parts working together to create a reality that simply cannot be put into a logical or a linear box. Layer 1 of your DNA is the closest one to you, and the messenger for all of the other strands of DNA. It resides firmly in your 3D world, and yet accesses the multidimensional layers. This is the one that science can see, and it facilitates communication between the other strands of DNA, and therefore orchestrates the synchronicity between them. Okay? 57. Okay, so we have an affirmation for you. Activate now layer 1 as the tree of life within me. And you'll understand that affirmation better at the end of our meditation. So this is a beautiful picture by one of the team members from Cryon, where he has created a visual to meditate upon when we activate the 12 layers. It's pretty, isn't it? And what you're seeing at the top are Hebrew fire letters. So just gaze upon that. Good. So I'd like you to call in any of the spiritual guidance now, any of the members of your team that you haven't yet accessed. I'd like you to take some deep breaths and affirm either out loud to me or telepathically, your choice, your desired intentions for changes that you'd like to see occur in the session today. Working with your DNA, and then going on, of course, we'll be doing the light body activation right after. So what is it that you'd like to see change in your life right now? I'd like you to breathe that into your body. Really breathe your intentions into every cell in your body. These are your sacred intentions. Allowing the dolphins to approach you now and reprogramming your perceptions, your beliefs, and your awareness. And as we've talked about before, you get to experience it now. The dolphins work with all colors and spectrums of rainbow light. So let's tune to our inner self as the light begins to change around you. For whatever reason, I'm seeing them come from underneath you, through the sacral bones, seeing red and orange. But the whole room is filling with the violet flame. And now an inner layer of the violet flame is violet light, like a lighter color of lavender. Dark purple on the outside. But they're coming up now working with the chakra system as I see it. They like to work with the spine as well. So allow yourself to experience that light in the way it's shown to you. And it's important now, because this especially is your first time, is to move into faith, that this is possible, that these ascended beings can come to you in this way. The universe is unlimited in its ability to send us assistance, and we're so grateful the dolphins have come to us this way. So there are 12 members of the ascended dolphin family, and I'm going to call them in now. And I'd like you to put on your blindfold, and I'm going to call them in, and I want you to see in your inner sight now the dolphins coming in from the ceiling, like descending down, standing up on their tails around you. They're amazing. So go ahead and put your blindfolds on. You guys don't have them? I have blindfolds you can use. So if you don't put them on, you're not really receiving and you're not really experiencing what we're teaching. So I'm just going to ask you to cooperate as you would ask your clients to cooperate. Okay? So I'm calling in the names now of the dolphins. Please welcome Simeon. Please welcome Hatha. Please welcome Sigla. Please welcome Exeter. And now Freya. And we summon JL and Persuela and Zaregla. Please welcome Mercola and Exava. Please welcome Kavala. And we welcome, the last is Elamir. Now allow the dolphins in their beautiful ascended form to radiate light into your body. Some people see spirals, some people see, like spokes of a wheel. Allow them, to come to you and so that you experience them in your own way. So for the next 30 minutes, we're going to move into a meditation to calibrate layer 1. And when that's complete, I'll have a personal message for you. And we'll talk about which dolphin is here to work with you this week, okay? All right, enjoy. Sorry, it's taking a minute. Just relax. Enjoy the dolphins.
Have you ever asked yourself why humanity has such an affinity for the dolphins and the whales. They open the hearts of everyone who connects with them. When you look at a picture of a dolphin, do you find yourself smiling? Did you know that over 80 countries all over the world have created laws to protect the cetaceans? Even countries that have no physical oceans on their borders have joined the global population, offering protection to our friends in the sea. The collective consciousness of humanity wants to protect the whales and dolphins and keep them safe. The truth is, the human cellular structure and your DNA knows that the whales and dolphins represent a significant and a special part of the Earth. The whales and dolphins are living portions of the Earth's grid systems. They are actual living embodiments of the library containing the history of Earth's evolution. The actual Akashic record systems are stored within the water molecules of the ocean, actually. The dolphins and the whales can easily access your personal soul's information, or Akashic records, as they are the living molecular librarians for Earth. Thousands of people have reported that they have had life-changing experiences after a whale and a dolphin boat trip, or a swim with dolphins. The reason we are so changed by their energy is that our cellular information is aligned and upgraded in their presence. Our actual DNA is recalibrated, and we have a consciousness shift in their presence. Human DNA is also a part of the grid system for Gaia. The evolution of the human species is reflected in your DNA. The whales and dolphins access this information as stewards for Gaia and for Earth. They sing to coordinate with the crystalline grid system, and they can actually change your vibration and essence when you connect. So there is an intuitive part of every human that knows the importance of the cetaceans on our planet. That part of you knows that the whales cannot be eliminated without changing the life force balance of the Earth, and therefore you. The dolphins have shared with me that they are the designated keepers of the human DNA template system. They receive infusions of DNA activations through the Earth's ocean systems from Creator. It is their given task to process this information internally and calibrate the actual DNA that is perfect and right for each person. They also hold the energy of love and joy for actual locations on the planet that are experiencing war and chaos. They work to create frequencies that are infused into these areas on the planet with templates of peace, harmony, and healing. The Dolphin Matrix supports DNA reencodements for people and places throughout the energy code systems they use. The Dolphin Family of Light has created a template for the human DNA and uses it to monitor the overall template for the pure holographic possibility equation for humanity and for Earth. Open now to connect directly with the planetary dolphin family. As you give your permission, you can receive these attunements directly from the dolphin group consciousness right here, right now. The dolphins are the masters of DNA recalibration and are able to shift old energies very quickly with their healing frequencies. They work in a frequency of joy and playfulness that is perfectly suited for the energy of ascension and the new earth. Beloved humans, please listen to your hearts as the energies continue to accelerate. Call upon the dolphin energies as they are the chosen emissaries of light. Their communications will be of valuable assistance in helping you to align with the crystalline grid system, your personal DNA upgrades, and the dolphin matrix systems that are assisting in creating the center for the new earth. Also know that the dolphin matrix of energy is assisting with the cleansing and the balancing of Earth's ocean systems. Currently, many scientific experts are saying that DNA plays a powerful role in newly discovered communications between dolphins and humans. One ongoing study at the Sirius Institute in Hawaii has revealed that dolphins and whales receive and transmit sound signals capable of affecting the genetic double helix. Using natural biotechnology, dolphins can heal humans sonogenetically. During our past 17 years of multidisciplinary study, it has now been proven that the expression of DNA, traditionally considered the blueprint of life, can be changed by the sound and electromagnetic fields generated by dolphins. New research shows that our DNA is activated by waves and particles of energized sound and light that literally switch genes on or off. Likewise, genetic inheritance is energetically transmitted bioacoustically and electromagnetically through special water molecules that form the electrogenetic matrix of your DNA. These hydroelectric structures are shaped like pyramids, hexagons, and pentagons, and they direct the healing processes. This amazing phenomenon explains how remarkable healings have been reported by people all over the world, in boats near dolphins, by swimmers, and even by people who sit as you are now and summon the consciousness of the ascended etheric dolphins. The cetaceans have had complex language for millions of years, and they have the largest brains on the planet. Visitations by dolphins and whales have demonstrated a history of friendship and cooperation and even partnership with humans. The dolphins and whales have shown us that they are the ancient and wise, super-sentient beings on this planet. They are living examples for we humans, showing us how to live in peace and harmony with our planet. We encourage you to connect with the dolphins and the whales each and every day, energetically, telepathically, and in the physical oceans whenever you can. They are the living, ultimate expression of how we humans can begin to live in our hearts again, within the pod mind. The pod mind is demonstrated by living for the good of the many, not the one. So today, as you tap into this amazing phenomenon and the supersentience of the dolphins, we suggest that you open your heart to a personal alignment. Find that inner intuitive part of you that knows these truths as you make a personal connection to the dolphin consciousness right now. You are connected to them, and they to you, as we are all connected to Gaia herself. Our energies and even our quantum DNA is all intertwined from the moment of creation and the emergence into physical form. So welcome everyone to the dolphin community. The dolphin community offers you this energy that is like a radio receiver for sounds. The dolphins and whales are accessing your DNA now through your intention. Cryon has shared that there will come a day when the humans will sing and intuitively project the correct sounds to the cetaceans of the earth. The dolphins and whales will see it as structured language that they have been expecting. They will respond back to us with great alignments and healing, and breakthroughs will occur for the humans connecting to the dolphins. This information is intuitive, and we are approaching the time when the quantum energy will come forward through our quantum intellect. We have already discovered that there are only 2 types of DNA on the planet that is structured for quantum intellect, and those beings are the human and the cetacean. We bring you a message now from your Ascended Dolphin Council, sealing in the healing for you with this new and higher vibration. We align with the calibration of your DNA. The dolphins and whales have shared that there are 12 layers to the human DNA template. Cryon has confirmed this and named the layers of the DNA. Right now here, we begin to focus on layer 1 of your DNA. It is known as the biological layer. So if you would silently affirm now with the dolphins, activate now layer 1 as the tree of life within me. Breathe deeply as you are now experiencing the dolphin frequency, allowing them to move energy through your body and upgrade your DNA. Breathing deeply, moving deeper into your heart, allowing yourself now to attune to the frequencies of going within, knowing that the destiny codes that you are seeking are in your DNA and can always be further activated on each journey or process of this type. All is designed to restore you to your divine patterns of perfection, fired in divine light and orchestrated by your soul and put into place before you were even born. Today, we applaud you for asking for greater peace as you have chosen to align your innate divinity. You now stand in a higher vibration with greater authority than ever before as you have taken one step closer to becoming your authentic self. May you continue to access higher consciousness from the cetacean beings who freely share it when asked. May you continue to access your highest destiny as you allow yourself to fully blossom into the glorious being that you truly are. The dolphins remind you that you are an eternal, immortal, spiritual being having a human experience. You have a divine destiny, and you are so dearly loved. Feel the tree of life within you now, as it is a symbol of your immortality. It represents the healing of your soul, as we are all interconnected. We are all aspects of the one Source. Source lives in all aspects of life within the symbol of the tree of life. It encompasses all realms of existence and binds them together. It is eternal in nature, having no beginning and no end. Affirm silently, I am an immortal, eternal being of light. The tree of life exists within me. The tree of life is a symbol of my soul and how I am interconnected to all life everywhere. We bring you now a final message from your ascended Dolphin Council, sealing in your healing with this new and higher vibration. The destiny codes of your DNA can be further activated on each journey, such as what you have just experienced. All is designed to restore you to divine patterns of perfection. Remember, fired in the etheric, orchestrated by your soul. We applaud you for asking for greater peace, as you have chosen to attain an alignment with your own innate divinity. You now stand in and hold a higher vibration with great authority. You are becoming your authentic self. May you continue to access higher consciousness from the dolphin beings who freely share it when asked. May you continue to access your highest destiny as you allow yourself to fully blossom into this glorious being that you are. You are an eternal, immortal spiritual being with a very important divine destiny. We are the dolphins, and we love you so. Thank you, beloved ones. I am Lori Rian, voice for the group consciousness of the great dolphins and whales.
And slowly start coming back now, reintegrating your energy, wiggling your fingers and toes. Feeling loved and supported. Welcome back. But it says you're all cookie dough. This is going to be available to you, and also the one I'll give you next week. It'll also be on the new CD, but you guys, some of you may not want to wait for the CD because I don't know when I'll get it done. Sometime before Christmas, but I'll sell them to you for $10. Activate Now Layer 1. It's Calibrate Layer 1. Yeah. Yeah. So, open to any sharing or last questions. Go ahead and unmute yourself before we finish right on time. I thought we'd be late. We did it.
Can I start?
Yes, please.
That was absolutely beautiful. I love the texturing of your voice, and I just love being in that. And during that, when the dolphin was singing, I don't know how many people are familiar what plants sound like when they're talking, but there's a whole section that sounds like the plants, and then it sounded like dogs barking, followed by mourning dove sounds, back to the plants, back then to the dogs, and then to seagulls.
Wow.
So that's what I was hearing. I was wondering if anybody else maybe pick up on that, or.
So Joni Mack couldn't get her computer working. She texted me, but the dolphin sounds in the center of that are her recording underwater in Hawaii.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Mhm.
Thank you.
You're hearing various modalities of the dolphins that she recorded, and then we put them on a loop.
Yeah, and but it does sound like they are singing the plants' language and the dog's language and the.
You know what? I align with what you're saying. They're all connected. Everybody's talking and understanding each other except for us. We're the last ones to rub the sleep out of our eyes and wake up and learn the light language again.
Well, maybe it's their way of saying the cow goes moo, the dog goes bark to us to learn these songs.
I never get tired of it. And when we get back from Bimini, we're going to have a whole nother choir of sounds that we've recorded that will be on future CDs, and messages from Trinity and San Jose and, you know, those ascended dolphins over there. I'm glad you liked it. So it's an option for you. I don't want you to think that you have to use something with my voice on it all the time, though. That's the point. So you'll choose. If you like it, great. But I don't want you to get attached to always one thing. It has to be that way, because that's limiting, you know. I want you to feel comfortable using your voice, and I want you to feel comfortable with recordings and YouTubes and channeling in the moment and, you know, right? Being present. And you will. It seems, I think when some of you first started, you were so worried back in Module 1 of being able to channel the whales. And some of you may still think that that's a challenge, but a lot of you don't, which means it's possible. Things that you didn't know you could do are possible. And it's opening the third eye. For some people, it's diet. Other people, it's exercise. For some people, it's altering your belief system and not expecting it to come in a certain way. Sometimes it's a very soft voice, using your voice in the background. I don't know how to tell you to wake up, but I'll tell you, I've watched, you know, I don't know, probably a good 1,000 people wake up and activate their third eye. So it's possible. And just staying with it, you know. Any other shares? Did anybody not like it? I'm fine with hearing that. If you didn't like it, it's okay. You liked it?
We didn't not love it.
She says we didn't not love it. Okay, good. So you heard me do it way back when, I think in Module 1, or a version of it, before I recorded it. And then I wanted that quality of being underwater, kind of almost, you know, like that modulation. And I think we got that. I really like my recording engineer, and she's starting to know me better. So we're working better together now. Awesome, guys. Okay.
All right, way to go. One down, 20, see, one down, 23 more to go. Good job.
Only 23? Oh. Only 23.
12 and 12 with 24.
Oh, yeah, right.
Only
right,
23 more of those.
Right. Also, Floyd was mentioning, and I've been just spreading the word, even if you don't know, our dear friend, she's a big part of our life out here. Her name is Joanne Edmondson. We're asking for her prayers for her. She has breast cancer, and she's going into the clinic in Mexico in just a few days for 3 weeks for treatment. And it's such a breakthrough because we've had trouble getting her to go for treatment. And now her daughter's coming, and she's not hiding anymore. You know, she's asking for help. So we're asking just if you can lift her up in prayer. We'd be appreciative, and send her some dolphin and whale healing. Her name is Joanne. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
That sometimes in healing, what really anchors it is community. When 10 or more gathered in my name, instead of 3 or more.
Yeah.
Sometimes just the intention of community that is held that really anchors and amplifies the whole thing, that allows a shift within the human being that is carrying the wound. That applies for everybody here. Maybe the thing to do at some point is we begin to do healing sessions as a group. It's a consideration. I don't know if it's the focus of the group, but it could be offered.
Yep.
Like what's done today, but only where the whole group is holding the intention for one person.
I think that'd be good.
Whale and dolphin and dragon healing group or something. I don't know.
Good idea.
Anyway, just a thought. Thank you.
I think that's beautiful, Floyd.
Yeah.
Lori, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
You said you had a message for me from
I do. So I'll have you stay on for a minute after.
Oh, okay. And I have your message, so.
Okay, good. Thank you. So we'll trade. Okay. So last but not least, your summary form with your paperwork needs to come to me today or tomorrow if you're going on. I mean, with the intention of going an internship. And if it's not exactly totally 100% complete, and I see your intention, I'm not going to whip you, okay? I promise. I'm not going to say. A lot of this work's been done in class, okay? So let go of the fear, let go of the pressure, take a deep breath, and the dolphins and whales love you. If you've come this far and you have your intention, you've kept good records, you can put them down on paper, and you can send them to me, okay? You can scan them and email them, or you can drop them by my house. Please, it's too late to mail them, though, okay?
You can still whip them a little, Lori.
Just with a wet noodle, huh? Yeah. with a wet dolphin tail? Okay, so today, tomorrow, the latest. Today would be better. Email's fine, but it's too late to put things in the post office. Yeah, you've had lots and lots and lots of time, and I love you all, but I mean, you had since January 28th to be, doing all this, so. Okay, let's close the space. Let's go into our hearts. Beloved co-creators of the Dolphin and Whale Energy Light Medicine, thank you, thank you, thank you for all being here, for your attention, and for those that are listening to the recording, for those that are out there doing the work, just know you're supported and loved beyond your wildest dreams. These great creatures want so much to work with you. They'll bend over backwards to help you. So keep them in your heart, keep them in your daily spiritual practice, your prayers, and know if this is your path, you can do it. Okay, say that, I can do it. I can do it. And if it's not your path to do it for others, do it for yourself. Do it because you love yourself enough, okay? So we close the sacred space with reverence and honor, with humility and gratitude. Let's all say the words together. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks. Amen, amen, amen. Our directions and our space are closed. Namaste. Okay, bye everybody. See you in August 26th, if not before.